Welcome in, Pirate fans, to the Coach Rob Woodward Show going into Week 4. Coach, first of all, congratulations on a great victory at Ed Miller Stadium, and it was one of those games where the Pirates had a game. You guys had a game plan, and they stuck to it, and before you know it, the score was ballooned out. Tell us about the game.
Well, you're right. We had a game plan in terms of our offense and our defense, and I can't say enough about the coaching staff and how they have a plan A, plan B, plan C ready for anything that may happen. They're right there ready so that we can't allow a team to get a step ahead of us. But, Coach Caskey's done a great job of making our offense so versatile in terms of our plays and the ability to run pass options at different times. We can work a run game and have an option play off of it. And it's been easily communicated, and kids are picking it up great. And, I go back to the early season when we were in our black and orange scrimmage, and I felt like we were kind of ready to play then with some of the ability of our kids to pick up the offense and the offensive plays. But, we're in a good 4 years of a consistent offensive scheme and defensive scheme now, working 2 years into 4-2-5 that we're running. And the kids are just learning and growing, and the player development's been outstanding from our JVs, freshman JVs, Coach Prater down at the junior high, all of them implementing it. And you saw that play out in the game. I'm kind of off track there a minute, but you're right. Through the game there, we were just ready. Defensively, we stepped up, had a big stop there to start the game, as we had guys flying to the football. But the tone of the game was set on kickoff. We pinned our first 2 kickoffs inside the 20. Taylor kicked nice balls down there. We had great kickoff coverage, and then we had multiple players, getting on the football. And, when they're starting at their own 18, and then we're getting 3 and out and forcing a punt, great field position for our offense. Great job by Dominic Reyes and Mac Dyer and Keaton Newsom running the football, and then passes out to Tanner Bivens and Tanner Holden and Taylor Dord, all those guys out there at the receivers. And we just worked the ball down the field, and when we got a hold of the ball, we had good field position to capitalize.
I thought your offensive line has really stepped up, especially here in Week 3. They seem to be getting a little bit more push. Are you seeing some of that on game film now?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We challenged our guys this week. Ironton, while, you got great big guys up there, they're not, they weren't as physical up front as what we saw Week 2 with Fairland. We had guys that were, came at us, boom, kind of hit us in the mouth there a little bit, and they're trying to mimic that kind of stuff. But we're trying to work a run-pass game and figure out where we can find some different holes. But I thought we turned around this week and against a big line, a line that came off and was quite physical with their hands at times. Kind of getting up in some of our guys' grills with their hands. But our guys continue to fight and get enough of a push and create enough of a seam gap. Quarterbacks did a nice job reading. Backs did a great job faking all Keaton Newsom a couple times on carrying on his fakes. Was tremendous, pulling a couple guys with him and allowed quarterback keeps or other running backs to keep the ball and go out. So it was just a great balance between line blocking, backs blocking, and faking, and quarterbacks fakes, so that it all really worked well to just methodically move the ball down the field.
One guy I want to point out, and he's actually, I believe, on your second team, who I thought was just outstanding, and that was number 34, Josh Henderson, a sophomore second-teamer. Man, that touchdown-saving tackle, and then there was the goal line play. I believe that was him on the edge, wasn't it?
It was him on the edge, and as a matter of fact, we talked about it today. He was really ran something that wasn't called, but made the play. You don't want to ever see anybody be a cowboy, but what a great job. And the thing with Josh is he's getting comfortable. He's got great speed, great athleticism. It's just a matter of him being comfortable in recognizing his reads. When we turn him loose in any kind of our JV balls, last year we put him up in a 2-point stance as a linebacker. Man, he is just flying around making tackles. But sometimes when we get against a little tougher opponents, we were trying to work on teaching them the read skills that it takes as a linebacker in order to get in there. But Josh just really overtakes a lot of it with his instinct, and he's been getting more comfortable repping in there. And we've noticed that as coaches, we've repped him more in practice and got him in there in that game. And yeah, you're right, he stepped up and did a great job. So reminded me a lot of Wyatt. His brother, who played for us, was outstanding his junior year. He got more comfortable, and he started really coming on, and then just came out and did a great job there going into senior year. So love to see the growth out of Josh and the speed that he brings. He's another 4'8" guy that's out there that's really speedy and fast, and a great job tackling. But all of our scout team players have really been pushing our varsity guys. Our practices are pretty daggone intense when you come and you watch how we're competing for positions and competing for a spot, and we're going to have that to continue to get us ready for the weeks to come.
Speaking of the week to come, you're taking on a team, Cincinnati North College Hill, and very rare case of where you're going to go on a Saturday, 2:00 game, just kind of not really going to have the intense that you might have on a Friday night. What do you do to prepare your guys for a game like that?
Well, I remind them it's a football game. I mean, it's a football game. Here, most of you are not going to get the opportunity to play on Saturdays in college. So here is your one chance to see what it feels like on that Saturday afternoon to line up and play, and what a lot of people do. You're right, it's different from a Friday night, but, we just remind our kids, it doesn't matter where you play, when you play, it's a game of football, and it requires blocking and tackling. And I have no doubt that our kids will be ready. Now, got to really look at things as a coach and say, okay, well, what steps do we need to take to make sure that their legs are ready, so that their bodies are ready, so that they're getting the proper, nutrition that they need to have themselves ready. It's kind of a routine for us on Friday nights, but on Saturday at 2, you're right, it's a little different. So we're going to try to make sure that we control as many factors as we can to put the best unit out there we can.
What have you seen out of North College Hill that brings to the game Saturday?
Well, watching them on film, much of the same kind of formations that we saw last year in the last 2 games that we've watched. They do have a running back there, number 1. It's a different name, but it's the same kind of speedy back. Last year's player was a little more highly touted because he had played a couple years at the position and done a really good job. But this year, you guys might have a little fun on the radio with it. He happens to be named Courtney Woodward, so no relation, but he is back there carrying the ball for him most of the time, chews up most of the yards for him. The quarterback, number 12, I believe is back from last year. He's trying to make connection between names and roster. They've got a couple different numbers with away jerseys and home jerseys. So, but they've repped a couple different quarterbacks back there. But from what I've seen, very shifty with his feet. And the 2 of them are the 2 main guys that are carrying the football, and they're trying to run a little bit of read option stuff and get outside and can sling the ball around at different times. So we've just got to come in and play real disciplined football on offense, defense, and special teams, and make sure that we can control the things that we can control, and that's our play, our alignment, our taking care of the football, and those kinds of things in order to be successful.
Well, you guys will be traveling up on Saturday morning. Is that the case?
Yeah, we'll be leaving. We'll have to probably be loading around 9:30, trying to get ourselves ready to go. Hopefully a noon arrival. Get our legs back under us, and be ready for that 2:00 kickoff.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck, man. And so far, so good. You guys have been playing well. And any final thoughts before we head out? I want to make sure that I recognize the job that our scout team players have done in preparing. The quote that I heard today was that Van Melvin, number 77 for us, lining up against C.J. Atkins most of the week. C.J. said that was one tough opponent to have to work through all week and to go out to get him prepared,
to turn around and go out on a Friday night, and he enjoys that competition and felt that really helped to better him. There's a number of guys. Kevin Meadows really has done a good job for us on the scout team, and then a lot of other guys back there running the football. It's kind of a brutal place to be when you're a sophomore, junior, over there on the scout team, but man, that's what makes the real men out of some of the guys, and I can think of some of the best players that I've had have guys that have spent some time on that scout team and their sophomores and junior years has taught them the toughness that they needed to come out their junior and senior year and to really, put together varsity football. So I can't say enough about our scout team and the job that they're doing now, and I hope they continue to do to prepare us for our varsity games.
Did you say C.J. Atkins?
I'm sorry, C.J. Hall. Did I say Atkins?
Yeah, I was like, I thought that was a country thing.
Sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, C.J. Hall.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I get too many names confused. Just ask the players and coaches; they're asking.
Well, Coach, man, congratulations so far this season. We look forward to watching you guys hit the field on Saturday.
Thank you.
All right, talk to you later.